An error has occurred. Hold
Oh
on.
no, it's working now. We're live, Paul.
No, we're not live.
We are.
Get away with
9
yourself.
seconds, 10 seconds.
It says I'm not live this side.
It says live this side.
Well, you're
If
live
anybody
and I'm
can
not
hear
live.
me, put in the comments that we're live.
Oh, dearie me. Welcome back to another live feed from Cambrian Photography. And this week we're giving you news and updates on everything camera related and also Cambrian related as well. So because we've got lots to talk about. Obviously, we've had our first week of opening as a store. So it's been very exciting, hasn't it, Joel?
It has. It's been nice to see people, real people. That's not been Paul or Sarah. As much as I love them both, it's been nice to see other people. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. How's it going? Yes, it's been wonderful seeing lovely customers and whoever you are. Thank you very much for coming in to see us. It's wonderful. Yes, very busy week opening up. So the way that we've segmented it down, as we discussed on Monday when we gave you a quick tour of the show, how it opens, we told you about that you can book for sessions. So they've been going very, very well. You can go onto our website, which is cambrianphoto.co.uk. On the front of the page, there is an area where you can book for advice sessions, which is with either myself or Joel. And also, which has been very popular this week, is the passports, isn't it, Joel?
Everybody wants to go on holiday. Or get their driver's license sorted because they're sick and tired of seeing their mum and dad.
Yeah, it's definitely been like, I've been going, is it for a passport photo? And it's like more like a driving license. So lots of driving license.
Even had babies.
We had babies in, yes. Lots of different things. Hello, we have everyone watching live. It's lovely to see you. Hello, Rachel. Yes, let us know if you're watching live. It's always nice to know that we've got some
because Paul
people
doesn't
watching
believe
live.
me when we're going live.
Nice. We're not just speaking to ourselves. We've done enough of that over these over this course, haven't we, John?
I walked into the other side of the shop and Paul was talking. I went, "Hello," and there was nobody there. He's gone mad. Truly mad.
I certainly have. Yeah, so as far as Cambrian news is concerned,
we haven't thrown you out. It's just that you'd hug everybody and offer them a coffee, and that would break all the government guidelines.
Oh, dear.
We love you, Sarah. We do. Hello, Leon and Jeff and Gwynfor. Oh, we're going to get told off by Sarah, aren't we?
Probably, yeah.
She's kicking her out the shop.
So as far as Cambrian news is concerned, we've had a wonderful week, we really have, and thank you for the support of coming in. In other photographic news, obviously, if you haven't heard, there's been some movement in the Olympus arena, as it were. So
what? No, there hasn't. Nobody's been speaking about Olympus news. What are you talking about?
No, they have. They have. Yeah, they certainly have. Yes. So it was announced. Yes, it is. Well, I don't see it as that much of a big deal, to be honest. So we've seen it before. So if you haven't heard, Olympus have Olympus KeyMed or Olympus Global have entered a stage of a contract where they're looking at selling the imaging side of their business, selling it to a company called JIP. My voice is about to go. Apologies.
Oh. How old are you? 12? Oh, Paul's gone silent. Yeah, so they're potentially going to sell it. That has to go through a lot of checks and things like that for governance. But essentially, Olympus, the imaging sector of Olympus Global, because they do a lot of other things, a lot of medical work. So they're selling that part to an investment firm that specializes in taking loss making companies and turning them around into profit making companies in various ways. So there's been some worry in the photographic industry about what that looks like, whether there's any point in buying Olympus anymore, whether you'll be able to buy an Olympus and get any support, etc. And Paul and I and Sarah have had a few conversations about this, and we're all of the opinion, I hope Sarah agrees, that it's not that big of a deal at all, really, because we've seen it happen. We've already seen it happen. We were speaking about when Sony bought Konica Minolta and has now become arguably one of the biggest players in the digital imaging industry in the whole world. They're definitely one of the biggest sensor manufacturers in the world currently. And then we've also seen it with Ricoh buying Pentax, and Pentax is still going strong. They're still a very innovative company. I believe their 360 cam is the best-selling something camera in that like industry. It's massive. Yeah. I need to check the stats on that. But they're definitely, like, Ricoh have like made sure Pentax did really well. Pentax have been around for over 100 years now. They celebrated their 100 years at the beginning of this year or end of last year. Yeah. Yep. So it shows intent that like companies buy other companies and push it forwards. So we don't expect there to be a lot of difference going forwards. We know of like new releases of gear that's going to come up. So that's definitely still going to happen because there's been a lot of R&D in there. So, and I believe from speaking to Olympus UK, the managing director, NRF and stuff, that they're buying it wholesale. So the research and development department are going with, as well as like the employees. So there shouldn't really be any reason for it not to carry on. And also with more focus on them, rather than having to focus on all parts of the business, then hopefully it'll bring out Olympus as an even stronger brand, because they have a very good position in the market. If you're into like wildlife and street landscape, like almost all of the genres of photography are covered really well by Olympus, and things like the EM1 Mark III, the EM5 Mark III, and the EM1X go to prove just how hard Olympus are working, because arguably their autofocus system on the EM1X is one of the best in the industry currently. So I can't see why a company would buy it and then get rid of any of that. So.
Exactly, and more to come as well. So they have said that
there's
they're
new
not
lenses
sort
coming
of,
and stuff.
So there will be announcements coming with new sort of gear available as well. So it'd be lovely to. Oh dear me!
What's wrong with you?
Just a frog in my
chips
throat,
earlier.
It is, yeah. Chips and burger.
So our message as Cambrian, as far as we know, is there won't be, at least for the short term, any issues with Olympus whatsoever. We've not got any real issues getting hold of stock. We're well stocked with Olympus. We're still selling well. But if you want to get rid of it, then I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be really happy having a load of really good Olympus gear, because like it's such good stuff. And we see a lot of people producing incredible photography using the Olympus system. So I would say, do not fear. Only time will tell. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But we're still fully behind Olympus. They've been one of the best brands to work with throughout the whole COVID situation. It's just, they've worked so hard. They've put a lot of effort into working with us as a brand as well. So all we can say is thank you to them, because they've been working really, really hard. And I think Olympus will be around for a very long time. So.
Yes, certainly agree there, Joel. And I think, and I think consumer-wise, there's just not going to be much changes. I think the name will still be Olympus, and it'll still be OMD, and it'll still be the Ricoh lenses. So moving forward, it should all be good news.
And Yvonne is saying
that's not the only.
Yvonne is saying that if there's any people who don't believe in Olympus, then she's hoping she can buy the lenses that they're getting rid of. That's the spirit. Capitalism at its finest.
Double down.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not only the only sort of photographic news that we've got here for you today as well. So there was an announcement by Panasonic this week that they have brought out a camera to go up against one of my favorite sort of cameras that have been released so far this week, the Sony ZV-1. Panasonic have released their G100, which is sort of been targeted towards the vlogging industry of this world. Obviously, it's a very, very popular way of doing things now. The G100 is Panasonic's answer to that. So I'm struggling here today. Excuse me a second.
So for all of you vloggers and YouTubers and people who are into shooting video where you're in the image, then that'll be a great camera because it's designed for that purpose. So it's got a great microphone in it, and like the screen rotates to make life easier. So, and the focusing will be great for keeping your face in focus as you're wandering along and doing stuff like what we're doing right now.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
and also Panasonic have their like webcam software. So that's a really useful feature as well. So you can use it for your Zoom calls and stuff like that.
Yes, so their tethering software will work with third-party webcam software like OBS and things like that. So and very clear instructions on Panasonic's websites to do that. So it does really make a great camera for doing things like that on it, and also comes with something very similar to what you can get to the Sony, is that it comes with a tripod and also hand grip with all the controls on it and things like that. And they are doing a promotion at the moment. We do still need to stick it on the website, but you can get I believe via redemption, you can get the I can't remember what they call it, but it's the hand controller. You're able to stop and start the recording on the.
Sorry, Paul. Anne says, Paul, you need a scarf. Your beard is shorter. You're getting a chill on your throat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And also, Sarah says, congratulations to Leon because he's in the finals of Landscape Photographer of the Year, which is fantastic news. We know a lot of our customers that are into landscape photography have entered into Landscape Photographer of the Year, and many of them were shortlisted and things like that, which is awesome because we love to see people come into the shop and buying things, but then actually getting out and using it and producing wonderful images and then getting them printed. And yeah, I think things like that where people do really well with their photography and they're really passionate about it really inspires us as a business to kind of keep trying our best, because it helps people like you guys produce great images that we can look at and go, wow, that's our customer, and we're proud of them being our customer. I think it's fantastic. So yes, congratulations to Theon. What a legend.
Yeah, well done, Theon. We live in a wonderful area of the world where we can take these wonderful images as well. So yeah, my powers have gone.
So what else were we going to talk about? So we spoke last time about the 28-200 RXD from Tamron, which is for the Sony lens, and Paul and I were singing the praises of the 28-75 and thought this would be a really good one. So we've not yet played with it because it's only just come in, but we've got the Tamron 28-200 that we mentioned last week, and it'll be interesting to try this on. I think me and Paul are going to have to give it a whirl at some point next week, and we can hopefully give you an update. But just a quick unboxing and just show you the size of it. So there we go. That's the 28-200. Starts at 2.8 all the way to 5.6. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see the results that we get out of it. But like Paul and I said last week, the 28-75 is a bargain of a lens. Like, it compares very favorably with the 24-70 2.8 G Master by Sony, which is like £1,500. The 28-75 is like £749, and this 28-200 is only £799. So if you want a really good walk around lens, yeah, I think if it stacks up, then this could be a lens that people would really, really love on their Sony gear. So yeah, Paul and I will try and give it a whirl over the weekend or next week, and hopefully we'll have some shots for you to have a look at. It might just be Paul's face, his bearded face. I'll just take a picture of it. We'll show you how stunningly sharp it is by counting all the hairs on his chinny chin chin. So
all the missing hairs.
Yeah, that are giving you a cold.
Yeah,
we'll have to get a bright yellow scarf for you, Paul, or a black one with like the yellow Cambrian logo on it. Hey, that could be a seller, couldn't it? Along with a beanie, black beanie with a yellow Cambrian logo. Give us a shout out in the comments if you want us to make more merch, and we can get t-shirts and beanies and hoodies and scarves and things like that all made, and we can sell them on the website.
Everyone loves a bit of merch.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So, have you seen the GR3 Street Edition yet?
I
haven't
have.
Seen it yet.
I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen it on the website, and it looks absolutely awesome. So it's got this so we can certainly get them in. We have the GR3 standard version in stock, but it's and once again, Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a slightly different body color, but it's also got a different interface system that it can have on the front. Just once again, for visually, I believe it's like an orange flange that goes on the front, and it looks very nice.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think what else we were going to talk about, Paul, because you've thrown.
We were going to talk. Yeah, no, with my coughing fit. We're also going to discuss a little bit about how we're pushing our printing forward as well. So over the last week, we've been doing lots of wonderful printing through our fine art machine. So that's being used. Oh dear me.
Chris says the GR3 comes with a viewfinder. So that's cool.
Sweet. I knew there was something else, so thank you very much for that, Chris. As far as printing concerned, our fine art printing is fully up and running. So we've had loads of experience with that recently. And some of the stuff, and you've been sort of heading the charge on the fine art printing, haven't you, Joel?
Yeah, I printed off 2 earlier, some on some natural soft textured bright white, that looked really lovely, and then another one on Photo Smooth Pearl, which looked great as well. So, and they were, one of them on the Photo Smooth Pearl was actually A2, so 16 by 16 inch image. It looked great. So it's definitely worth it. Like, we printed an image of the old Hotel 70 Degrees, really old image, but it came up really nicely on some PF gloss. So definitely, if you're thinking you've got a shot that you really want to see printed nice and big on some really lovely paper, send it over and we can get it printed for you. Prices are very competitive, as we always work hard to be. So yeah, definitely do that, and we can get that sorted for you. Also, we will hopefully be getting the lab sorted in the next week or two. There's a lot more involved in getting it started than just kind of pressing the on button. We're just waiting to get the chemicals and things to get that going. And then also, if you've been rummaging around your loft or your garage or your basement or all of the above, we can transfer VHS and pretty much all camcorder tapes over to DVD, USB, or we can upload it to the cloud for you so you can share it with your family and friends, secure with a password. So if you've got any of those, drop them into the shop or post them into the shop and we can get those done for you, because that's been really popular. We did an order over lockdown of 35 tapes. That was quite a big order, but the guy was super happy with the results. So yeah, if you've got any of those floating about, let us know. We can also do scans, scan and prints. So if you've got any old pictures that you want scanning, then just drop them off or post them into us and we can do that for you as well.
And it's so you can come into the store at any time, and we can help out the best that we can. But that's not the only way that you can order printing as well. So printing is fully available on our website as well. So once again, we've made a link on the front of the website for our various different type of printing services, including the the standard digital printing, fine art printing, and also large format printing as well. So all of that is available on the website.
Yep, for sure. And in answer to your framing question, we're not 100% sure when that'll come back, just because of the whole furloughing situation. But we're hoping as soon as we can that framing will be back up and running. But you can definitely drop your images off to be printed, or if you've already got them printed, and then we can put them in the ever-growing queue of framing to be done. So we can do that. And it'll be good to see you, Rob, when you are allowed to come and see us. The mini DVs, we can do that for you for sure. And yes, Rob, we do medium format film scanning. Indeed, once our lab is back up and running, we have an adapter for doing that. So that's not a problem. We have a lot of people bringing in medium format to be scanned, so we can sort that out as well. And Gwynfor, yes, we've got Lee 100 filters, pretty much all of them, and we can get hold of them if we don't have them in stock. And yes, you can just turn up to buy it. I would double check on the website just to make sure they're in stock. And then you can even buy them online, so then you can pop in and we can get that sorted for you. Or just come in, book a slot, and then we can go through the different options available. So we can definitely do that for you.
That's brilliant. Well, I think that's everything for today. And thank you ever so much. Thank you for everyone dropping in your questions into the comments. It's wonderful having you all here. And once again, it's one of the reasons why we go live is that you can ask these questions and we can answer you directly, and also get it out to the masses as well, so everyone else knows what we're doing. Thank you very much, Joel, for joining me again on this. So, I believe this is going to be a weekly thing for us going forward now as well. Yeah. So we'll be doing a sort of a news and updates weekly, and I believe around this sort of time as well. So it'll be on the Saturday, so breaking up for the weekend, giving you a sort of sum up of what we've done here, the new things that are coming to Cambrian, and also new things that are coming camera gear wise, and any news updates as well. Big thank you for go ahead, mate.
And if there's anything that you guys have seen that you want us to talk about, when we put the link on, it'll probably be on Monday in the morning. If you just pop any questions on there, or any news articles you've seen that you'd like us to kind of look into, or any products that you want to know when they're coming into store, anything like that, we'd be more than happy to discuss. Oh yes, opening hours, Sarah says. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 till 4. So we're closed on Wednesday and Sunday. We're hoping to be back open on a Wednesday towards the end of July, beginning of August. Just depends on how everything goes with the lockdown situation. So definitely pop in if you need anything, or like Paul said, book a slot, and then you won't have to queue. We had a bit of a queue earlier, which was nice to see.
Certainly did.
And what's been really nice as well, people have just popped their head in when it's been quiet and said, oh, it's just great to see that you're open, which is really encouraging. Yeah. So it's nice to know that after 75 years almost, that people still like us and people still want us to be open, and they've missed us. So that's been really good. Rob, there might be Mamiya C330 lenses. This place is full of boxes of all sorts. So Sarah, in her escapades, may find you some suitable ones. So keep an eye on the website and our eBay, and they will pop up there if we have them in stock. So there we go, Paul. You can finish your outro now without me interrupting you.
You heard it coming, didn't you?
I did.
You heard, right? Paul's gone into auto mode. He's going to do his outro.
Click, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.
As Joel just nicely said, big thank you for everyone watching live. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you like our Facebook page, and also like and share this video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and click that bell to receive notifications on when we're going live next. Thank you all very much for tuning in today, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
See you.